was dangerous, and that'd be the only reason why he'd stop. And he didn't want to, so he didn't.
Chug, 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 chug.
He was always a little crazy. You know, he always needed to be the best. And I guess he figured the only way to be the best was with caffeine and energy drinks and coffee.
Jacob started dealing beans in the 8th grade. He knew the risks involved. He simply didn't care. With all the caffeine in his system, he figured he was invincible. He wasn't.
It wasn't always so easy, having a son who was so violently addicted. Wouldn't stop. Not even when we tried private school.
So Jacob, why do you use caffeine?
Well, David Melton was there. What?
Is that it? Yeah. Okay. So to stay awake in school? Yeah. Unfortunately, private school didn't quite pan out for Jacob.
No, it's not mine. I swear, man.
This is the stuff they've been selling on the street. You know, this breakfast blend is some of the craziest stuff they have on the street now. You know, this bag right here is enough. You know, like $50 a pound. It got to the point when all he wanted to do was get wired. You know, he'd come over. He'd be like, "Hey, Jake, you want to get wired tonight?" I'd be like, "I have work to do."
He's just out of control.
Sad to see that Jacob Fetter could go. I mean, I did 1 or 2 cans of Coke a day, but what he did was a little over the top. You know, 6, 7, 10 cans a day. And once he switched it up to Mountain Dew, I knew it was all over. I mean, it was sad to see him go, but, you know, he was doing way too much.
This glass of orange juice contains just as much sugar as this can of Monster. However, this orange juice has vitamin C, and does not contain taurine, ginseng, guarana, caffeine, inositol. This cup of orange juice can wake you up in the morning, but is extremely healthy. There are warnings on the bottom of this Monster can. There are no warnings on this orange juice. Drink up.
On January 12th, 2010, Jacob had finished his last espresso. He picked up a tail exiting a Gulf station. He was on his way to make the biggest bean deal of his career. He noticed the tail almost instantly. The police had been watching Jacob for a few months by this point. They had watched as his health deteriorated. It was tragic. It was amazing that he still functioned well enough to make all the deals. We just wanted to help him.
Reminds me of childhood memories when everything was as bright as the bluest sky. Now and then when I see your face, it takes me away to that special place. If I stare too long, I'll probably break down and cry.
He was just too far gone. The caffeine became his life, and his life became a mess. Addiction is a sad thing to see.
Oh, 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 sweet child of mine.
He had had a heart attack, and he had filmed his final moments.
This is it! The cops are coming! I didn't want it to be like this. I thought it was just caffeine. I thought this is just energy drinks, just coffee beans. I'm invincible!
You see, no one really realizes that there is a situation. I think if anything, Jacob Vader's story is more than just, it's a warning. I mean, yeah, coffee and energy drinks are okay every once in a while, but so many people are abusing it. So many people don't realize what caffeine can do to your life. And it's not always just some crazy dealer. Jacob was my friend. He's one of my best friends, and none of us ever told him, hey, this is unhealthy. This is wrong. We just went along for the ride, and it turned out to be the ride of his life. The interview is over now. It's over.
And I was just a little boy. I threw away all of my action toys while I became obsessed with Operation. With hearts and minds on certain grounds, you gotta learn to keep a steady hand. And thus began my morbid fascination. From out of all of these self-help books.
Got their back.
I don't have anything.
I'm invincible! Ow! I'm so wet.
Gabby Colangelo smells so like the worst. Like I know caffeine's bad, and I know energy drinks are bad, but holy shit. Action.
It's not mine, I swear.
What is this? You know this is prohibited in school grounds.
Well, thank you. This is Gabby's bonkers face. She's gone bonkers. Oh yeah, you know. You know, it's funny, you actually look at Harry Burley Man now.
Oh yeah?
Beans! Special beans, man!
Oh my god!